Hello friends, in this video we will discuss a simple voice assistant using Python, and in this we will be using several libraries of Python. So let us look at it. What this assistant can do for us, it can send emails on our behalf, play music for us, search Wikipedia, and it can also open websites like Google, YouTube in a web browser. Okay, this is the source code. Before we look into the source code, let us look at the explanation. The libraries that are used are PyText library, which will help us in parsing of the text and processing of the text. Then we have the speech recognition package, which will help us in recognizing the speech. Then we have the date and time package, which will help us in fetching the system date and time so that we can greet the user. Then we have a Wikipedia library which can help us in parsing the Wikipedia and processing the text and reading out the Wikipedia pages. Then we have a web browser package which will help us in opening certain pages in a web browser. And then we have the SMTP library which will help us in sending an email to some user that we want. Now, as we can see here, PyText file, it helps in converting the text to speech. So it is a text processing software. Then there is a SAPI 5, which is a Microsoft Speech API. This is also we are going to use. Then we have a voice ID function, which helps us in selection of different voices. Voice 0 ID will give you a male voice and voice 1 ID will give you a female voice. Now let us look at the code. So in the source code, first of all, we have the import statements which will import all the libraries which we have just mentioned. So if these libraries are not already present on your system, then you can use the pip install function command on the command prompt in order to install the libraries. Then we take engine as the initialization using the SAPI Speech API 5. And we will take a instance of this and place it into the engine. Then we will get the engine properties which will fetch the voices for us, and then we will set the voice ID as 1, that is we want a female voice. Then we are defining a function speak. In this audio will be received as the input command, and we will just use the engine which we have just defined above the variable engine.say the audio, and then engine will be kept in a running and waiting state. Then we are defining a function wish me. This will fetch the system date and time, and then based on the value of the hour we will wish the user as good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Then what we are doing is we will define a module main, and what we will do here is we will call the wish me function, and here we are using a endless loop of while, and here we are giving the take command. This is also a function which we are going to define, and this is explained in the later part of the presentation. So we will take command from the user. Take command will read the input from the microphone and convert it into text and store it in the query. Now if the query consists of the word Wikipedia, then we will speak using the speak function which we have just defined. We will speech searching Wikipedia, and then we will find out whatever we want to find out as per the query which is given by the user, and we will print the results and speak the results as well. Then we have open YouTube. If that is there in the query, then we will open in the web browser the given website. Similarly, we will do for Google, Stack Overflow. Then for playing music, what we will do is we will get a directory which will consist of the songs, and then we will show this list of songs to the user, and we will then ask the user to enter the song which they want to play. Then for sending of the email, we will say that we will ask the user what message they want to send on the email, and then we will give our email here instead of Sandeep Saini, which is the student who has developed this project, and then we will send the email with the content to the specified user, and if there is any exception in sending of the email, in that case we will print a sorry message. Now let us look at the take command function. So in this we are defining a Vishvim function which will take the system date and time. There is a take command function which is the AI assistant will read the input from the microphone. There is a speak function which will read out the audio which we will supply to it, and then there is a main function, and in this will call the speak function and perform the various jobs for us. Now the take command function, it will take the SR.recognizer, that is it will use the microphone in order to get the inputs, then it will listen to our inputs and store it into the audio as text, and if in case of any error is there, then we have the lookup error. That means if we are unable to find any words that the user has spoken, then we will say that we cannot understand the audio. So I hope this video is useful to you. Thank you very much.